There has been a spike in anti-Asian hate crimes. Asians are now regularly getting beat, harassed, spat on, murdered, and jumped. An 84-year-old Thai man was murdered. A Burmese family, including toddlers, were stabbed in a grocery store because of COVID. A 61-year-old Filipino man had his face slashed on the subway. A 91-year-old was senselessly pushed to the ground in Oakland's Chinatown. And Asian women have been set on fire and doused with acid. Since COVID, hate crimes like these have skyrocketed and now average to 100 per day. But none of this is new. The truth is that anti-Asian violence has a very deep history in the United States. Asians have always been seen as a threat to America and have been systemically oppressed in the form of violent US imperialism, internment camps, yellow peril, immigration policy, and exploitation. So please, as the violence against Asians is increasing, please stand with us.
Hey everybody, my name is Brian Boy. I'm a TikTok creator, I'm Filipino, and I'm also a proud Asian. I wanted to bring awareness to what is going on in the USA, especially in the Asian American community. I think it's really heartbreaking to watch the news and see all of these horrific and, quite frankly, vicious attacks against the Asian elderly. A lot of these Asian elders are immigrants. They left their mother countries in search for a better life elsewhere. I think enough is enough. We're all human beings and we all deserve respect. I need your help. It would really mean a lot to me if we show solidarity to our Asian brothers and sisters to fight this wave of hate. Please help spread awareness against anti-Asian racism. Stop Asian hate.
I want to make it clear that awareness should not be the end goal of your activism. It's a way to rally people to support your cause and incite action, but it's not going to solve the issue. Protests, for example, are a tool used to put pressure on a government or other higher-ups to respond to the demands of a movement. There needs to be actual demands and measures to address the problems of a system. Do you want to pass a law? Do you want reform? As an example, we can see how BLM has been working since 2013, some of their demands being to defund the police or to end qualified immunity, to fire and charge the police that have murdered members of the Black community. This isn't to compare BLM to advocating against anti-Asian hate crimes, but we can't just blindly support any and all activism against racism towards Asians because we're angry. Without tangible goals, we won't see real change because reactionary activism will only result in short-lived anger and burnout. I agree we need unity and to push for change, but I think we should do it in a way that's productive. I want to talk about the uptick of anti-Asian violence happening recently. There have been over 20 attacks in just the past couple of weeks, a lot of them happening to the elderly in California. And obviously this is really upsetting and not okay at all. It's important to stand up for our community and to prevent this from continuing. But being anti-Black or anti-BLM, calling for increased police surveillance is not the answer. The police aren't going to fix this. Like an Asian 19-year-old was shot and killed by police on December 30th while he was having a mental health crisis and had his hands up. Police brutality is an issue that affects the Asian community as well. The violence against Asians occurring is a symptom of white supremacy and should be another reason for solidarity. So yes, we should continue to report these hate crimes and call for coverage, but advocating against the racism Asians experience doesn't have to come at the expense of the Black community, and I think we should keep that in mind as we seek justice.
The one thing my mom looks forward to every single day for, I don't even know for how long she's been doing this for, is her daily walks alone around the neighborhood. And I literally called her the other day to tell her that she cannot do that anymore. Since the beginning of COVID-19, Asians have experienced a 1900% increase in Asian hate crimes. Also, 1 out of 4 Asian Americans have experienced Asian hate during this pandemic. So growing up in a predominantly white neighborhood with very few Asians in my city, I've been called chink, gook, chungli, go back to China, and guess what I did? Nothing. To stay quiet and turn the other cheek, just mind your own business. 2, we have all been trapped in this model minority stereotype. Not getting any better, Asian Americans are being attacked, specifically our elders. It's our duty as Americans to speak up about what is happening right now and what needs to be heard. If mainstream media won't cover it, well,
Asians were taught by our parents to turn the other cheek in face of racism, prejudice, and abuse. Asians were taught by our suppressors to know our place. They want us to believe that anti-Asian racism doesn't exist, and so we stayed silent. My name is Tina Chen Craig.
I'm Prabal Gurung.
Hi, I'm Chriselle Lim.
And I need your help
To stop Asian hate.
Protect our elders.
Hate crimes against Asian Americans are on a disturbing rise. A lot of this has been caused by misplaced hate and anger and frustration. Hate crimes against Asian Americans have increased by 1,900% in the last year alone, yet mainstream media isn't reporting on it. So it's up to us to speak up. Silent no more.